Hello everyone and welcome to the round 3 of our Interstall Racing Sports Car Series. Today we are here at Belgium, Zolder circuit. With me I have New Farrier, hello.
Hello.
So yeah, an exciting race. Again, this has been a really good season so far of our Sports Car Series. Lovely competition, a lot of overtakes between each class. And talk us through, what do you think of these cars, man?
To be fair, I've raced. I'm more a prototype guy, so I quite enjoy the LP3 more than I do anything else. But round here, not really a fan of the prototypes round here. But nah, it should be good. These guys know what they're doing, and it's got to be exciting to watch. That's for sure.
Alright, so now we start with our GT4 class qualifying.
GT4 is go now.
Yes.
GT4's track is green, GT4's track is green.
There you go. That's our race control and the Tapman Steve Haywood there saying that the GT4s can now start qualifying. How about we
I had my finger on the button
start with seeing one of them? So you know well this track. It's not an easy one, is it?
No, it's not easy. It's one of them. It's the start of the lap's quite flowing, and then you get through to this chicane that the GT4s have just gone into now. It's quite bumpy through there. It can catch you out. And then you've got the slow section just after the fast left-hander downhill. You go into a slow chicane there, and then it's quite slow through the last sector. So, yeah, it's one of them where you've got to have your car set up pretty good to handle the bumps, and you've also got to have it turning well as well. So it's a tracky two halves for me. I like the slow bits, but also don't like try to get the car set up to handle the bumps well, because obviously if you selfing it off, it doesn't turn as well and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the boys get on tonight.
Right, so we got these two are about to start a qualifying lap, so let's go for an onboard of Valtteri, shall we? As a switch on positions. So last chicane, here we go to the main pit straight. Pushing out the exit here. And starts the lap. Here, coming on to a 90 degree, very long 90 degree corner. To the left. Gotta take it easy, because it sometimes can launch you over to the curves on the right side. As you prepare yourself going on the outside to the inside here on the very long right hand corner. Just double apex, almost triple apex because of how many angles it changes to another right hand corner, 90 degree corner. Use most of the curves on the left side, but be careful because of the sand gravel pit there. As we approach to a hard braking zone into a fast chicane. Careful with the jumps here. Ooh, that looks like a really big cut, but maybe he kept it, not an off track. As we go to a downhill to another chicane, coming out to the right and to the left and another right. Keep it steady in the speed so that you can carry out here to another long right hand corner. Flat left to a hard braking 90 degree corner to the right. Probably the slowest corner you have here on the track. As you go to a fast chicane here, no braking whatsoever needed. Onto a last chicane here. This is gonna be crucial. Starts on the left. Be careful of those little bumps on the left side. Onto the right. And there we go. That's a lap here on Zolder. And let's see what lap time Valtteri does. He goes to the provisional pole.
Yeah, by 0.3 on his first lap as well. So that was a good opening lap there. Obviously, some guys are still on their out lap as well, and we're still waiting on a few guys coming in. But there you go. There's Phil into P2 on a 134.513 as well. So that's now separated by a tenth between P1 and P2, and then. So the top three at the minute are covered by 0.3 a second, so hopefully the guys will manage to close that gap a wee bit, and GT4's usually quite close anyway. Round here it'll be even closer, because like trying to find a couple of tens here and there is quite hard. and the off tracks are quite brutal through the chicanes as well. So that's one thing we need to watch out for as well. So yeah, try to find the attempts. It's usually through the chicanes you can find that. But yeah, like I say, the iRacing off tracks are pretty harsh with some of the chicanes. So we'll keep an eye on it. Looking at it, some of the guys are just starting their second flying now. So hopefully the guys will get a couple of runs in, and then we'll see the group closing up a wee bit.
And see Yuri Henry doing his second lap, all greens and even a purple sector, except for the last one sector was a yellow. But is it enough? It is, by 5 milliseconds to get the provisional pole out of Valtteri. Yuri seems to be faster right now. Let's see what it does.
Yeah, there's quite a few green sectors coming up as well. So now it's everybody's starting to get in their stride now. So it looks like it's a couple of the guys just doing their first run now. So where will this put them? It's saying estimated pole. Not quite.
No, it's the second deleted lap.
Yeah. Oh. Aye, that's an off track somewhere. Be interesting to see where they got that. That might have been, like I said, that might have been at one of the chicanes, or maybe just running a wee bit wide as it comes out of here. And so, aye, no, it's good. And if you look at the top two, that's Porsche Caymans at the top, followed by a McLaren, and a Mercedes, 2 BMWs, an Aston Martin, another Mercedes, another McLaren, and another 2 Porsches. So it looks like the Porsche is a strong car at the minute in GT4, especially around here anyway. But there's a purple sector for the guy in P2, so if he keeps this going, he's got to go pole by quite a bit, maybe a couple of times.
Yeah, about the Porsche, I think even so the GT4 classes are pretty balanced. We've seen 2 different cars winning the previous races. It might depend on which track the car is better. We saw it was a Porsche winning at last track on Donington Park, and the first one was won by Sven Demel in a BMW. So it could be a Porsche track, this one, but we still haven't seen the full of Sven Demel.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's one of them. This track, it's quite hard to pass, especially when you get towards the back section. So if you qualify well, when you're near the front, then it gives you a wee bit of a better chance to get with it. Like the top 3 should be pretty, or the top 5 maybe a wee bit close when it comes to the race start, and we'll just have to watch out when they get through to the back section, because obviously it's quite slow and it's quite naggery as well, so we'll keep an eye out for it. But looks like some of the guys are now starting to drop off their personal bests as well. A couple of green sectors, and there's Phil on a purple sector 3 again, so we'll keep an eye on that. But again, top 2 are still separated by 0.05, so it's not, I think he might have just blinked at the wrong time, to be honest with you, for that one.
We also see finally Sven Demel already half a second only behind the provisional pole. Still lots for us to catch up on our drivers here. They still have about 6 minutes to go to do their qualifying left before we move on to the LMP3 qualifying.
Yeah, there's still enough time for a couple of more runs if the guys feel like they can go into the pit lane, get some fresh tyres, and or reset, get back out, and then do one. Because it's always better. It's always better being the last car across the line in qualifying, because then there's nothing anybody else can do about it. So now we'll keep an eye on that for especially the top 2 at the minute. They seem to be pretty happy with their runs. But other than that, there's a few green sectors coming up again. So yeah, there's still a few guys that can muddle up this the top 2 here.
The final sector here, we see Sven. Is it gonna be an improvement, or do you think he just came out of base? No, I think it is an improvement. There's 2 green sectors here, 2 yellow ones,
yeah,
and there he goes.
Yeah, this is a flying lap for him, and where will this put him? He was like P3.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good lap. That was, to be fair, it didn't look particularly fast, but it's an improvement, and it looks like he's just building himself up to it for the last couple of minutes of the session. So if he can get a good lap here, maybe possibly be looking at his sectors there. He could actually maybe upset pole, maybe get a wee bit closer. But the out and out pace at the minute is not. It's quite close. There's half us or 0.6 covering the top 6 in GT4. So it's got to be tight back. Oh, there he goes, 34 dead. So he's just went and put another couple of times, almost 3 times into P2 there. So that was a good lap.
Yeah, Valtteri just faked his teammate Joni Niemi there for the pole position. Sven is still trying here. Where is he?
Yeah,
he goes. He's behind Joni Niemi, not too far away from him. I think they still have about 1 extra lap. If Sven crosses the line, he can still do 1 more lap and try to get that pole position.
Yeah, I just seen the race control warning say, notifying the drivers there was only 2 minutes left, so he should have enough time to get another lap in here. So neat and tidy through that last chicane there as well. So I think he lost a wee bit of time on the way in there the last lap. So
ooh,
there you go, P2. So yeah, so 1 more go at it for him. And who's that in the 88 car? He's on a green sector 1. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. So yellow sector 2. So yeah, lost a wee bit of time there, but like I said, you can make up so much time somewhere else here. So it might just be these sectors that he's trying to work on, the ones that he knew he lost time in the last time. So
for a second it's not faster. As he cuts a lot there as well. I don't think it's gonna be faster this time. But you can always recover on the next sector, so it's always possible.
Yeah, it's one of them, that chicane. It's like I said, you can commit to it a bit too much and then it ruins your exit because the car's still a wee bit upset for the bumps. So it's one of them, but it's looked pretty tidy through there. Don't think he's got to be close enough in the last sector, I don't think. But you can see there's green sectors all over the place at the minute, so some of the drivers might not get to finish a lap, but we'll see. Oh, he managed to put 2 green sectors in sector 2 and 3 there, so what's it like in the last sector? This is where he made up a bit of time the last time as well, so
it has to be now. Was it enough? Oh, just so close.
Not quite, but he managed to get the sectors. The 2 green sectors helped him a wee bit there as well. So, but if you just looked at that Mercedes going through there, what I mean by the bumps, the way you come off the first one up, like sets you up to hit the second one. So it's one of them. You need to be careful on the first commitment to get the exit. So, yeah, it's a lot on the line in qualifying. You don't get points for qualifying, as I would say. So,
actually, you
but
do.
some of the guys, I think it's a point for pole position or something, is it?
It's 10% the points.
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough. That was
It's basically the EAMS.
Also, all right, okay.
Yeah. The LMP3 just got out, so they are right now.
Sorry, LMP track is green, LMP track is green.
Yeah, LMP3 now qualifying is green, so now they are on track. We are about to see some much faster corners here with these cars. With the high downforce, they do the chicanes much better. Though, if they use too much curve, they jump a lot more than the GT4s. And we see how they go up here. Ooh.
Yeah, just like that car in front there. That's one of them. Like these prototype cars they're not made to hit curbs like that. So it's one of them, risk versus reward. So we'll see these guys probably the best in these LMP3 cars at the minute. They'll put on a show, and I'm sure we've got to see pretty close times in this one.
How about we go on an onboard of Red Hulking, which is the first one to cross the line to do the first lap. One take us through it.
So, Brad, sorry, had to take a puff there. Yeah, so across the line to start his flying lap. So like you were saying, turn 1 is one of the corners that can suck you in and it can run you wide as well. So carry enough corner speed through there in these prototypes. Pretty high speed through here in these cars as well. It's flat through here, and I'm not sure if it'll be on the brake, maybe back 1 gear. Onto that curb on the inside, don't hit that gravel on the exit, and then up to the chicane. Pretty heavy braking zone for these cars. This is where these cars are at their best. Just watch Brad through here. That's pretty good. That was clean. I'll give him that one. Showing his class and knows what his limits are. So down here through the fast left, heavy braking into this chicane as well. Watch for the off tracks on the left there, because you can also get a slowdown as well. Nice first part of that corner there. Flat through here, and then obviously flat through this left. Quite a heavy braking zone here, quite easy to start your brake as well, so nice and tidy in there. That looked like a good exit as well. Again, flat through here, and then he'll try and get his entry in a wee bit slower into this last chicane to get the power on earlier and drive through it as he goes purple in that sector. I think it's the first flying lap anyway, but it'll be interesting to see what his time's like through there. Pretty good on the exit there as well, so this will take a pole at the minute on a 23.8, so that's a good opening lap, and yeah, running the number 1 plate as he has been. So gee, times are close now. 23.5 pole position as well, so the times will come down. They'll burn a wee bit of fuel off, and then go for a second run, and then maybe reset back to the pit lane, and then try and get another couple of runs in before the end.
So as a prototype driver, do you actually think that these cars feel more like a prototype or more like a GT car? Just because of how a bit heavy they feel.
From what I've driven on them, it felt like a faster GT car, but it's got the downforce. It's weird. It's hard to explain it until you drive them. You can carry the corner speed, unlike you can take a lot more liberties with corner entry and your corner speed with these cars, unlike the GT cars. But they're good. It's a really good stepping stone if you're coming out of GT and you've not raced an LMP2 or an LMDH. So it's a good wee step from GT into LMP3 to get used to downforce and how the cars work, and then you go into an LMP2 and an LMDH. So no, it's good. I think it's been a brilliant addition to the iRacing server. I'm pretty sure you would have seen the GT4 and LMP3 multi-class races and the officials. It's been pretty busy every week. So it's a popular car, it's a popular class, so it's good. And like I said, it's one of them, it's fun to drive. So it's in between there, but is that Kevin Stan on screen now, is it?
Yep.
And yeah, see the anti-stall racing liveries always look good. I like how the design of them are. So it's good to see Kevin out there as well. Obviously he does a lot of work behind the scenes to get leagues and stuff going, so it's always nice to see him having a bit of fun as well, isn't it? Even though I'm a bit jealous.
That's true, he does have to manage a lot of stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
For this league to go on, there's a lot to work on, and Kevin has been very helpful in that particular part as well.
Yeah, just looking at the leaderboard there, Hawkins has went pole on a separated by nothing really.
And he's still improving too.
Yeah, he's going, like I said, he's a phenomenal driver. I raced against him in TCR a couple of seasons back, and yeah, there he goes, 0.4 of a second on P2 now, so it looks like he's getting into his everybody else is going faster behind him as well, so it's like he sets the benchmark and everybody's like, yep, let's do it. So it's 0.1 of a second covering the top three at the minute, with some faster times to come, I believe.
It's interesting that he's talking about touring cars. He is, in fact, the 3-time touring car champion here on the Stall Racing Series. And now he gave it a try on the prototypes, which I would say it's a completely different driving car, isn't it? From front wheel driving to rear wheel driving.
Yeah, it's hard. They're not even on the same scale. Obviously, touring cars are like mostly road-based cars, where these are purebred race cars. So it's one of them. But you look at his iRating, you look at his race results, you look at the fact that he can jump into anything really and be fast in it. So he's every time I look at the anti-stall racing leagues, if he's in it, it's always a good benchmark for everybody. I learnt a lot of him. Had a few good races with him as well. So yeah, I learned a lot from him, and yeah, he's definitely the benchmark in anti-stall racing leagues at the minute. He seems to be quite fast in whatever you put him in. But as I say that, there goes Tom top on a 22.856. So yeah, he's a lot of these guys are well known for prototype. So this is right up their street. And looking at these, there's a few of the guys that are in this team as well, racing as well. So you've got Tom, and I think you've got who else is it? Is it Brian Lees? Is it? Where is he? I've lost him. Yeah, it's Brian, and then I think and is it Mark Hutchinson in the squad as well? So it's good to see a team like this coming in and bringing their drivers with them as well. So. Yeah, the leagues are just growing, and you're starting to get this league's starting to get some of the best teams in iRacing in it as well. So once you get that, the league just keeps going and going, and it improves as well. You get feedback, and like I said, the work goes on behind the scenes for it is phenomenal. So, but he's on another good lap up here. Let's see if it's any closer. It's good. I would like to see how close the actual sector times are, because they're chopping and changing every lap here. So
I'm not sure if it shows exactly, but let's see.
So he's losing a wee bit in sector 1 and 2, and then not much in the last sector. His personal best through sector 3 that lap in sector 4. So he's obviously just gone through the motions and just building himself up to another fast lap again. But yeah, 0.5 coming in the top 5. Not much at all. Like it's all about that. Could be anything. It could just be. Oh, it took a lot of come through there. That did not look nice.
Oh, that one even worse.
Yeah. So now he's. Yeah, there's not much time in it yet, and I've got a funny feeling a lot of the guys are just saving themselves to the end. Like I said, it's always better to be the last car across the line and qualify. And it looks like they're trying to find themselves some good track position as well, so they're not catching up with anybody and they're not getting dirty air, which is quite crucial in these. You get a wee bit of dirty air in the fast bit, and it just understeers and stuff like that. It just ruins your tyres and it ruins the lap as well. So. He's all yellow sectors this time round, so he's not going to improve this lap, I don't think, unless he can find a wee bit of something on the exit here.
He's still improved.
Oh yeah, okay. Wow. He went. So.
Oh wait, but Brandon just stole it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These two at the top, Brandon and Tom are switching it for. Even at that, look at the gap to P3. Not much in it at all. And like I said, it's now 0.4 a second to P5, 0.2 a second covering the top 4 in qualifying. So yeah, it just looks like the boys are getting warmed up for the last couple of minutes.
They take so much of those curves. It's dangerous those sausage curves as well. You don't want to take too much, otherwise the car just sends you jumping and the traction control just can kill you if you corner too much.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's the traction control is quite sensitive in these ones.
Yeah.
So you can jump it and then you try and go full throttle and the car's upset again. And it's one of them. If you come off, like I said, if you come off that first curb wrong, or you hit that first curb wrong through that chicane, it can put you in the wall on the the left-hand side on the exit as well. So it's one of them. It's like I said, risk versus reward. And it looks like Brandon found a wee bit extra in the last sector there, but Tom's went faster again.
Look at Mami, 2 purple
22.6.
sectors.
Yeah, so
It's his last time. He can probably even get a pole position if he keeps it like this. It's super close.
Yeah, and you look at, it's qualified, a bit wide there, but I've got away with that.
We'll see.
Might have.
Let's just check real quick on the sectors if it's still possible. No, only now she's the first one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But he is faster.
Also put a wee cheeky personal best in through sector 1 there. So I think you better see that now. He's in P4, so yeah, it's this could still change with the checkered flag being out as well. So keep an eye on this. See if it's yeah, that was. I think that might be lap gone now.
Really tight and really taking control there on that slow corner. And we see Tom already getting another purple sector. Can he do it?
I was just looking at that, and it looks like he's lost a wee bit in the last sector there. Oh.
That's it for Guanmi.
Oh, he's went P2.
No,
Jamie. Who's that? Jamie. He's just went P2 on a 22.7. So yeah, that's pretty close. Like so.
Oh.
Kevin lost that on the entry there. Was that Andy?
Yeah.
They need to change his colours somehow.
They do have some accents are different. For example, Kevin is orange, Andy is red, and who else was it on the anti-stall? I completely forgot now. Only 2 drivers in anti-stall racing today.
Yeah, it's not like everybody, obviously, real life commitments and stuff, but no, it's good to, like I said, it's good to see Kevin and Andy having a wee bit of fun as well.
Precisely, Andy usually is a race steward, especially through the whole season of touring cars. He has been stewarding. Now he wants to do some bit of driving. As we see, Alex Richardson, the last person to cross, and he is out.
I think that is it, yeah. So that's end of qualifying.
Indeed, so. Very tight between the top 4, that's for sure. Usually they're even closer between the top 10, but already being only one and a half tenths behind the pole position is really tight.
Yeah, and obviously when it comes to the race side, the traffic management has got to be the one that can make or break it as well. Because like I was saying, it's pretty hard to get through traffic here. But I'll let you go through the standings when you're ready.
All right, so the qualifying result state is P1 for Tom Dadswell, Jeremy Ostring in P2, Brendan Hawke in P3, Juan Miklos in P4, Mark Hutchinson in P5, Brian Lawrence in P6. Hold on, just tremendous choice.
Start leader between the start zone indicated in the race document. So don't go until the lead driver of each class has accelerated during that period.
Our race control warning about the race start zone. So we have Brian Lawrence in P6, Alex Richardson in P7, Kevin Sam in P8, Eddie Tatman in P9, Emerson Gaudin in P10, Kevin Galvin in P11, Piers Berry in P12, Jenny Kakkonen in P13, Stefan Rossmann in P14. As for our what is our other class? Just a moment.
We do apologise. We did have a wee technical issue getting the timings up, so he's still working through some things. So he's now found the GT4 standings. So I'll let you go through that again.
Unfortunately, it's stuck together with the unfit on separated. So unless I do it like this, hold on. Nah, whatever. I'll just say it like this. Let's just be quick. Sometimes it's just better to just go on with it. So Valtteri Kallio in P1 of the GT4, Sven Demel in the P2, Joni Niemi in P3, Philip Weiss in P4, P5 for Piotr Ustimaki, P6 for Harry Unila, P7 for X-May, P8 for Daniel Ronke, P9 for Matteo Lemray, P10 for Ryan Padicio, and P11 for Pierre-Yves Dessot. And yeah, that is it. So, we still have about 3 minutes of warm-up, so people can still just practice a bit with the race setup, or just go instantly for the bathroom break. You know, what the warm-up is for you. It's for a little break between the qualifying.
Yeah, especially with it being is that a 45-minute race as well, so there's not much time. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of the guys are just out doing laps now. Some of the LMP3 cars in traffic, they're obviously working out where it would be best to overtake and stuff. That's what I would be doing. I would try and get out and try and get in some traffic at GT4s, and then just work out what I can actually do and where I can pass as well. So it's also good for that as well. Couple of 5 minutes of track time, get yourself in some traffic if you can, and then see strong points of GT4s and their weak points as well. So, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting 45 minutes for sure. So I would stay and watch, that's for sure. Especially when it comes maybe a couple of minutes into the race as well. We'll probably see some traffic as well. So we'll see. Get a good idea of traffic management and what the race has got to pan out like. So yeah, these are a wee bit long. Sorry, on you go.
I was gonna say, some people are even practicing for the pit entry. It's very necessary as well, because you don't want to get a slowdown, stop and go penalty in this case, for going too fast into the pit lane.
Yeah, that never really spoke about pit lane entry, but yeah, that's probably one of the hardest to get into, because you're braking before you actually enter pit lane. So you've got to be aware of the car behind you and stuff like that, and you've got to have that kind of awareness. So it's always nice to get a wee bit of practice in for that as well. Like I was saying, these are what, 15 minutes longer than the official iRacing GT4 and LMP3 races. So be interesting to see how they go. It's not really done anything more than half an hour on an LMP3, to be honest with you, and then obviously, like I was saying, it's a longer race, so we might see a wee bit of patience with traffic and stuff. Maybe not on the first pass through traffic, but obviously you want to try and get through traffic to get gaps, so you can control the race a wee bit better. But it's got to be one of them. I'm looking forward to this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And there's not much time. There's not much time. It's like, what, the fastest LMP3 car at the minute is 11 seconds faster than the fastest GT4. So yeah, it's not got to be long before they hit traffic at the start of the race. As we get ready.
Yeah, I actually said grey hair. I forgot that it's different here. Doesn't matter. I'm still a bit inexperienced sometimes.
Yeah, it's a full pace lap here as well. So yeah, we'll see a lot of the guys taking it nice and easy, try to get some heat in the tyres on this first formation lap. So and obviously they'll leave a gap for the GT4, or the GT4s will leave a gap to the back of the LMP3s as well. So do the GT4s get a call for when they can go green?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so
it's the same start.
Two separate start.
Yeah,
split start. So they can't go on the iRacing green. So what you will see is we'll see the LMP3s away, and then we'll probably drop back to the GT4s a few seconds later just to watch him through turn one. But yeah, as a split start, it makes it a wee bit safer. So if anything happens with the LMP3s, then the GT4s have got a wee bit of time to react. So
the first ones to go is the LMP3s. They have to do a full lap. This track doesn't have a short parade lap, formation lap even. So yeah, it's enough time to everyone to heat up their tires. It's certainly necessary as well.
So yeah, get some heat in the tires, get some heat in the brakes as well.
because you didn't properly say this, I'll show you now. So as you can see, Andy and, well, Kevin have the same car, yes, but they have different color accents. One is red and
Oh,
one
yes.
is orange.
Yes. Right, I've got it now, yeah. So Andy's red with, and then Kevin is the one alongside it.
Yeah.
Is he an orange?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah, so that's quite useful. I always get them muddled up anyway. I usually see them in official sessions sometimes and I'm like, is that Kevin or Andy? And then I look at the relative and it's like, oh, it's Andy. And then the next time I see them it's Kevin, it's like, oh, okay. But no, the cars look phenomenal, to be fair. Really good job by the painter or the designer for that. And then as we watch GT4s, it's not a big grid tonight, but I think it's big enough for this circuit personally, because you can get too many cars on this, because it is a short lap. Excuse me. It is a short lap, but like I said, it is quite tight and Nigeria through the last sector as well. So, to me, this is like the perfect size field as well. So.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. There's still gonna be a battle between getting through the grid fast enough and, you know, being also very careful. There's 11 GT4s and 14 LMP3, so it's still a big grid here. We can see a lot of action going on as we are preparing ourselves for our green flag. As the pace car goes in, our leader starts doing the pit lane straight in. Here he goes. Just see if I can put a better camera angle. There we go. It's green for the LMP3s.
Yeah, so green for LMP3s, and let's see if we can get through turn 1 nice and safely.
Ooh.
Oh, spinning at the back there.
That's Emerson.
Oh, unlucky. That was unlucky. So let's hopefully you can get. Oh, there's two. Is that Andy as well, or is that Kevin that's went off? I think that might be Kevin. It is. Kevin got caught up in it as well. So GT4s through there nice and clean. So yeah. So the LMP3s. Whoa! Spinner at the first chicane. It's Mark Hutchinson spun at the first chicane as well, so right in the middle of the pack of the LMP3s, managing to rejoin safely as well, so that's a good thing. Side by side, that was a brave move, to be honest with you. Yeah, you don't bully the name out of the way, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty paid off for sure. And you see here Brandon attempting an overtake on Alex Richardson, and he does, and Alex Richardson almost went off. Getting dangerous by Andy. No, it's Kevin. Yeah. No, Andy. No, I got confused because of the colors.
Yeah, so that's Andy. Kevin got caught up in the turn 1 spin. So Andy's made a good start. He's up into P6. So, and it looks like he got a good run out of the last turn there. So.
So you go back real quick for the GT4s.
Yeah, there's another spinner at turn 1 as well, I believe. Try to figure out who it is. Can't see.
Kevin Gavin, hold on.
Yeah, it's Kevin. He's trying to get going, so hopefully they can get moving before the GT4's coming around. Still on the grass. Yeah, he's managed to get going, so be interested to see what happened there.
Okay, I see. Yeah, he's stepping a bit the press.
Yeah. So. Done the right thing. Get the car facing the right way and then wait for a gap. So
he needs to be quick before the GT4s even come in, but I think he made it on time.
He made it clear, yeah. So
Sven them out here in an overtaking attempt, but he is on the outside. It's gonna be risky here.
That's got to be brave. Let's see. Does he back out? No, he's going for it. He's set it right outside. That was brave. That was brave there. It was yeah.
Oh!
Nice. Oh,
Yoni Nemi got a slowdown penalty, so Sven is now our GT4 leader.
There you go. There's iRacing slowdowns for you. Like I say, just that that foot or two too much across the curbs, that's you've got to slow down straight away. Is that the gap? Tom's got 0.8 a second on P2 already. And Ellen P3. Yeah, he's trying to check out at the minute. He's trying to get that gap so when it comes to traffic he can manage it a wee bit better.
We did see something about Kevin Sam at the start. I didn't check it. Hold on. Let's see what happened to Kevin Sam. So he's on the inside there. Oh, he gets a little touch, but he's still back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, Andy kept it well as well, so that was he done well there, because usually when you go into the grass, that's it. The car doesn't straighten up and it doesn't steer and it just puts you straight in the wall. So yeah, locked it down pretty well there and kept it clean. Nice wee three-way fight here. Be interesting to see if we can. There's someone that got caught up at the hairpin with Brandon. I think it was on that one as well. So he's on a recovery drive. So there are no limits to squad. So we'll see if we keep an eye on him and see what his lap times are like and see if he's.
Oh, someone off.
That's Andy again.
And he's trying to evade it. He made a mistake as well.
I think he might have been reacting to where Andy was. Didn't quite know where Andy was going to be. Ooh, send it around the outside at turn 1. That was a good move and clean as well. I thought the Roberts car was going to have another go back round the outside at turn 2 there, but it's not. So and Andy obviously recovering from his last corner mistake as well. So as long as you can just keep yourself calm, get back in the zone and let the race pan out, especially because I don't think they're that far away from getting out the traffic now as well. So
let's see if we can check the map as well. Well, we have our leader going on through the last chicane now, and he already sees at the distance there's a car.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think I've seen a GT4 going into the pit lane there as well. So
what happened? This car's already damaged as well.
That's it. It's not a pretty looking Mercedes AMG GT4. So yeah, I think he'll be in the pit lane to try and get some repairs done and then try and keep himself going for the rest of the race. Hopefully it's not too long.
So Tom Desville, it's really close to a solo GT4 here of Pierre Zives, and in fact this has like 4 cars to now pass, but he made it easy. The Mercedes
send that inside of the first chicane there, so that was a nice clean move there. Got a wee bit of breather there, but the next car behind him straight through right on exit as well. This is where it could get trickier. Like I said, right on the slow bit of the circuit there through that chicane. Just costing them a wee bit of time there, so that's put the gap down. So we'll maybe keep an eye on it, because if they can get through this sector through the last turn as well, quite close, there could be a change for the leader at turn 1.
Also, we saw a racing incident between 353, which is Stefan Roman, 02, which is car number Emerson Golding, and number 40, which is It was no further action. It's the incident we saw, just spinning from Emerson at the middle of the first corner on first lap.
Yeah. So now that's
look how close they are now, and the track might not help him.
No, the traffic's I can see why Tom was trying to get the hammer down earlier on, so he could try and get this gap, try and get a gap so this didn't happen. But the traffic's not locked into his favour yet, so he's got to go for another move here. Maybe see them get through. Whoa! Well held. He's done the right thing there, straighten the car up. And unfortunately, he got to slow down, but yeah.
I know what happened. That was sure. Like the Aston Martin braked a bit earlier, and well, Jeremy tried to outbrake a bit, but he saw that he was almost going to hit top dead well, so it was a bit too risky, and he pulled out. But it was a really nice attempt for him.
Yeah, no, that's some people would have just carried on trying to get the car stopped, but I think it was just as he went for the last downshift that locked the rears, and then that was it. But managed to get the car straight, and he's still going, so he's only dropped to P3 as well, so this looks like a good wee battle as well. Kevin on a comeback up the inside there. Nice clean move for Kevin, as always. So Kevin's on a comeback as well, obviously having that spin at turn 1 on the opening lap as well, so see, well, there's nothing between the top 4. There's 2 groups of 2 really, but that gap can either yo-yo or either open up and then it'll close up again, and then it'll open up again and close up again, just obviously with LMP3s coming through. But it looks like at the minute the LMP3s are getting through the GT4 traffic pretty clean and pretty clear.
Wait, what happened? Did we see just Jeremy just go through the pits? Oh!
That, like I was saying, that first curb will either be your friend or it'll kill you, and unfortunately it's just cut him out.
That promoted Brandon.
Contact?
That promoted Brandon Hawk into P3 now, and as you see Philip being overtaken up by LMP3s. Hawk are there behind him.
So that's the leader of the LMP3s now through the full GT4 grid as well, so
see it back here. P1 and P2 super close to each other. Is Valtteri gonna make an attempt to move? Maybe on the outside of this corner, maybe the switchback goes to the inside? No, but that's
it's as he sends it. Oh, yeah, my God. You see the gap, went for it, and just like I was saying, it's so easy to snatch a break in these cars, and I think it would have been okay if he never snatched that brake there, but he done a good job not to run into the back of the leading GT4 there, so nah, he done his side, but look at the gap that it's now got between P1 and P2. It's not much, but it's a gap, and there's still another few LMP3s to come through as well.
It's interesting to see the LSTaro teammates try a bit to work together there.
Another incident.
Yeah, there was.
Disappeared.
See what happened there.
Oh no. That's got to be running wide on the exit. Touching the gravel. And. Or is it? No.
Oh no!
Oh. That was a bit naughty from the GT4 there, to be honest with you. He knew the car was there and he just moved over, because if, yeah, we'll leave that to race control. I'm not, but that was a bit tight. And if you look at where the point of contact as well, but I'm sure the stewards know what they're looking for, and I'm sure they'll sort that out. Oh. Just had a net code there.
This was the 5-second penalty that happened between these two cars, let's just see.
That McLaren looks pretty beat up at the minute, to be fair. Doesn't look like he's on...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
that was 5
was...
seconds.
Yeah. That's, yeah, got to leave a bit of racing room, to be honest with you. I mean, you know yourself, we've raced together a few times and at the Zolder stuff, you've always got to leave a bit of space. You can't just turn in assuming a car's not there. I get it sometimes, but yeah, it's always nice, especially on a longer race like this, it's always nice to leave a wee bit of room. Whoa.
Oh! Nice opportunity here from Kevin, just did a double overtake on the same chicane.
Yeah. Prime example of that chicane. That's
yeah, you either go left and just lock the rears, or you go right and just cut it and have it slow down.
Yes. Yeah. In my eyes, the punishment doesn't fit the... Well, the punishment outweighs the crime there, to be honest with you. That was just one of them. He just got it at the wrong angle, like just spun around and put him. I think he got away with it. I don't think he hit the wall, but we need to keep an eye on Brandon because he's now on clear track. He's got through the GT4s, and that is the race leader just up the road, and also just in second there. So he's not far behind. He's only about 3 seconds behind. 2.5. Or is that to the car? It's 2.5 to the car in front.
Yes.
So there's not much in it. There's not much in it at all. And it looks like the GT4 gap's up to over a second as well. So that GT4 battle's starting to spread out a wee bit. I believe Kevin's just going through the last of the GT4s now. He's lap P2 and got the GT4 leader in his sight as well. So, but that's a good recovery drive for Kevin so far. From pretty much last to 8th at the minute, I believe. So, Andy's opened up a gap to the guy behind him as well. So that's allowing him to take it a wee bit easier in traffic. But this guy looks like he's had a horrible start to the race. The car looks pretty beat up. It looks like he's been pushed around a few times. So
Said he crashed.
Oh, did he crash? Oh yeah, so he did. You're right. So
But
he's now
that's just a pit
now
entry.
coming out the pit lane.
Weird.
Is he coming in to get some repairs done?
Possibly. We still haven't seen anyone start this pit for refuel though. It should be about 10 minutes. 10 minutes away, or sometimes people even pit earlier to get the advantage of the track position.
Yeah, it's to get themselves some clear air and get out of the traffic. So, yeah, that might be a mixture of things for him. He might be coming in to get the damage done. He's maybe just it's maybe getting a bit hard to drive now. So he's went right. I'm pitting early and get some repairs done.
You know, with this all this traffic, it made Sven get further away from P2 and 3 of the LSR Porsche drivers here.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's now the traffic's now working in his favour, so that gap's now it's like I say, it's 1.1 seconds at the minute. So traffic's working in his favour at this moment in time, and maybe a wee bit of pace when he's in clear track as well. So I think he's actually clear of the. He's got a couple of more one or two more LMP3s to come through. So maybe the later the LMP3s will open that gap up a wee bit more as well. So
The top 3 place of the LMP3 is huge compared to the rest of the grid. Mark Hutchinson is also doing well, but he still has about 16 seconds. Oh, we saw very
Costa lost on the curb, isn't it? Unfortunately, that's put him on the wall. Yeah, so doesn't look too bad as long as there's no wheel damage and he doesn't get a meat ball. He'll be okay. I think he'll be able to get through his pit stop. But yeah, again, that first curb just got it wrong.
That's a big jump, yeah.
Yeah, just caught the first curb and that was it.
That was just a bit of weird.
Yeah, and is that yeah? So the gap between P1 and P2 is now 3.4 seconds. So Brandon's just got to do what he does. He'll just sit there. He'll be biding his time, and I'm sure we'll see him attacking the later half of the race.
You know, I asked him, since he has been progressing, first race he got some good points, he was like top 5. Second race he was at top 3. So I asked him, so when is it time for you to start winning on the sports car series? And he said, hopefully soon. So maybe it's even sooner than we thought, because he's gaining from Tom Dadswell as well.
Yes, like I've said, he's personally, I love watching him drive. He's calculated, knows what he can and can't do, and he's been at it quite a while now, so he can jump in anything really and be fast, and I think that's going to show in the later half of this race. But Tom's led it from the start, so, and he's managing the traffic pretty well, but he
lost a lot of time, yeah.
Yeah, so, but again, Brandon's now got to get past his GT4 as well, so it's one of them. you lose a wee bit of time and then try and get it back again. So
I think he's doing it a lot better. Look, he's doing it on the straight. So
he's got the joys of multi-class racing. Yeah, you can lose some and win some with the traffic. So
exactly.
but again, the guys are taking it easy. 18 minutes into the race, keeping it clean, picking their spots and just picking the laps off. Sure, they've worked out a fuel strategy and stuff like that already, so they'll be maybe try to hit a fuel target so they don't have to put too much fuel in at the pit stop, which means less time in the pit lane. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all working on that as well. Just see, that post came and didn't look too comfortable over that second curb there with the front end off the ground, and the gap's pretty stable in between P1 and P2 and GT4 at the minute. And it's not getting any bigger and it's not getting any smaller, so maybe just a wee bit of management here.
We did see some incident here we had earlier. I'm wondering what happened. Oh no, it's an error here on our SDK because it says they crashed even though they're just doing the regular pit entry.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna ignore those.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's there you go. Look at the gap. The top four are as close, or the top two, or the top three, sorry, in GT3 are as close to each other as the top two overall in LMP3. So the GT4 battle looks like it's going to heat up towards the end as well. But again, you can never rule anybody out because anything can happen when it comes to later in the race. But you just look at the pace of the BMW at the minute. It's maybe got a wee bit of an edge, but the Porsche might come back to the guys later in the race. So it's one of them. It's got to be a fight for. To me, it looks like it's got to be a fight for the win in GT4, depending on how pit stop and traffic goes for them, as it takes a lot more curb through there as well.
Well, because with the first of the top 5 LMP3 pit, so it's gonna start the strategy game here, as we see what happens between these two.
Oh, pit entry.
Again, it was a pass. It showed that he passed someone, but apparently he just went to the pits.
You'll pass it. The thing is with that pit entry, you'll pass the car before they come out. So out the last corner. So it's one of them. What's going on here? Oh, traffic.
Brendan Hawkins now have the second behind Tom Detwell. And he's super close now to him. He's not gonna get slowed down by the slow GT4 car. Actually, they pit.
And it looks like Tom's pitted. Pitted now, so that takes Brandon Hopkins into the lead, and looks like he's got to get past this GT4 game before turn 1, or into turn 1.
Well,
I think
he has like 5 cars ahead of him, 5 GT4 cars, it seems.
And a car pit exit as well. That could have been a bit dangerous. So it looks like Brandon's got a wee bit of damage on that front left quarter, just behind the wheel. Might have brushed with somebody. Oh, that was close. That was naughty. But that's one of them. The LMP3's got the downforce and the GT4's not, so you can run round the outside of the GT4s as long as they communicate with you and be fair. But that was a bit close. Another couple of feet there, and he would have been in the gravel and possibly facing the wrong way.
Now Brendan just needs to pass the GT4 leader and then one more car, but I think he will be fine with empty cars ahead of him. Just an empty track, ahead of him. I think it's a good idea to stay out.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I think he's got a bit of clear track now, because that wasn't that. If that was going to be an in-lap for him, that was not the best in-lap. So I'm pretty sure he'll stay out.
Look, now has to pass the slower LMP3 car of Stefan Wolfman.
Yeah, so that's actually for position. So Tom's actually dropped to P7 after that pit stop as well. So
yeah. And he doesn't need to. Stefan doesn't need to slow down for him because they are on the same lap. So Tom has to pass him by. Maybe doing one of these.
Yep. That's I think he was kind of positioning his car there to say, look, I'm coming. And yeah, luckily the door opened up there, so that was fair play. Nice pass as well. So I'm just watching who has entered pit lane.
Brian Lawrence.
Yeah, so he was up to P2 there, but he's now dropping back. So that's Tom's up to P5 now. We'll keep an eye on when Kevin, Alex and Mark pit. Obviously we'll keep an eye on Brandon as well. I think Brandon might be coming in this lap, to be honest with you.
But again, Brandon Hawking has the fastest time here on the track, so he's slowly but surely gaining consistency and a lot of pace. So he can really challenge for the lead of this race.
Yes, yeah. And if you look at it at the moment, he's 17 seconds ahead of Mark, so I think Mark might be in this lap. No, he's not. As the GT4 leader pits. It's quite interesting to see the fact that Brandon has went this far on, unless he's got some really good clear track, and just hitting the lap times to try and gain that overall pit stop time.
You see Juan Costa now fixed the car because we still have one free fast repair. So now he's trying to push ahead and recover some spots because he was really quick here on this race. Fortunately, he has to pass Kevin Galvin, which is slower than him on the same class. But they are still on the same lap.
Yeah, same lap, same fighting for position. Don't know if he'll let him go so easy.
He's defending him.
Yeah, I think he'll do the same as what he done with Tom. If Tom goes for a move, he'll agree with it and maybe leave a bit of space as well. So, but it would be could you find out what time Brandon Hutchinson's actually doing at the minute? Because it would be interesting to see what lap times he's doing at the minute compared to Tom.
I just want to see if Juanmi can actually get through Kevin, because Kevin is giving his all to defend his position.
Yeah, he's not making it easy. So will he do it? No, he won't do it down into here. I think if anything, it's got to be into the hairpin.
He gets so close. Oh, and he makes a mistake. That's it.
Yep. So there we go. What's the point of making the move when you can just pressure them into the mistake?
Correct. Yeah. So lap times, right?
Yes. See, but he's not. He needs to. To be fair, that's pretty good. That's pretty consistent.
Yeah, it
his
is.
fastest lap in lap 14 on a 22.5, and then his slowest was 23.8. So that's pretty consistent. I'm sure he'll be happy with that, and he'll be looking at the lap times as well. And I'm sure the guys that he's in Discord with or whatever he's using for communication will be telling him what's happening as well. So I'm sure we'll be seeing him in pretty shortly, to be fair. And close.
That's a bit entry. So Tom Dadswell is a person that was leading this race. The two cars ahead of him, Mark Hutchinson and Alex Richardson of Altitude Esports as well, haven't pitted. It is Tom Dadswell's turn to try and pass Brandon Hawking before his pit exit. Can he do it?
Mark's on as well, so Mark's in the pit lane as well, so that's Tom's teammate in the pit lane out of P2 as well, so it'll be interesting to see if
Everyone's
Alex comes in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is No Limits Racing, Alex Richardson.
Yep.
And here comes Tom Dadswell. Already on the last chicane, where is Brandon? Brandon's still standing still, so it could be it. He could be passing. And there he goes. Brandon is moving.
Yep. So this has got to be close on. This has got to be close on pit lane exit. There's Tom there, and we should just see.
There he goes. Brandon is still ahead.
Yeah. So that was a good call from Brandon there to stay out a wee bit longer, but be interesting to see how these two, because obviously Tom's been out a wee bit longer as well. So and there's traffic as well. A lot of traffic just up ahead. So this will be interesting to see what happens. Maybe Tom will try and take a bite out through the traffic, but that was a good run out of there for Brandon as well. So Brandon getting past one. Has he got to get past the second one? Yes. Well, Tom? Yeah.
Oh, it's closing him.
Moving on. Oh.
What is that Aston Martin doing?
Yeah, that was a bit naughty. That's yeah, can't move under the braking like that, unfortunately. But luckily, Tom managed to get through it. So didn't look like there was any contact.
I think there was contact, yeah. Yes, they did. Because they were so close. I think who was it? It was Danny Ronke. He should have saw before that one car went through and the other one was close by. He should still get the space for the faster relative figure.
Yeah, it's hard to do it in multi-class. But when you see the leader and you can see that P2 is right behind him, you always try and back off a wee bit earlier. So if the leader goes past, P2 can go past at the same time. But they were Tom and I'm not lucky there wasn't any more than what there was, because that could have been quite nasty. That could have put Tom out of the race, just because he obviously committed on the way in, which put the Aston Martin a wee bit or on the outside, which was the inside for the left. Could have been a wee bit of contact there, and then that could have been Tom facing the wrong way, unfortunately. But they got through it, so we'll keep an eye on that, because obviously race control will be looking at it as well. If bit squirrely on the brakes here. I think he went for the pass and then decided at the last minute it wasn't a good idea. Is this a battle for GT4 lead? It is,
yeah. Sven got behind Valtteri.
Yeah, these two have switched positions in the pit stop, I think. So.
Also, we noticed that everyone has pitted, yeah, so no one needs to pit anymore. It's just full throttle until the end.
Yeah, so that's pit stop's out of the way. So it's every man for themselves now, no pit strategy. But these two in LMP3 are in a league of their own, and it looks like the 1 and 2 and GT4 are in a league of their own as well. So
it's a battle for the lead on both classes. It's exciting.
Yeah, this is it's good that the fact that the traffic hasn't split them up too much, and obviously pit stops and stuff has helped as well. But yeah, I was expecting the traffic to spread the gap a wee bit bigger, and then maybe somebody come back towards the end of the race. But it looks like it's going to be a free-for-all all the way through.
Seems that our GT4 is coming out to a slow GT4 class car.
Yeah.
Where they give it the way through. It's Matteo Lemare here.
This is where I wish indicators were installed in iRacing, so you could just indicate what way you wanted them to pass. I done. Got out of the way there. Fair play. Obviously, I think he might have been a lap down after his pit stop anyway.
Well, now
you just went a lap down now, yeah.
Our leaders at the same class are exactly the same time between each other. Have you noticed?
Yes, I just noticed that myself. That's good. It's the sort of racing you want. I'm sure these two will be like, right, where am I stronger than him, or where can I try and get a GT4 in between me and him? And yeah, a bit of strategy coming in with traffic now as well, because obviously the later into the race you go, the tyre bag and stuff will come into it. So whoever's got the good drivers there to look after the tyres will show towards the end. Because I did find when I was driving these LMP3s, I lost the fronts quite fast. But it looks like Brandon up the inside of the GT4 there. Yep, nice and clean.
Oh, we see now there was a change for the lead here.
Oh yes. So does that happen when that must have happened turn 1 or early, like at the start of the lap there? So he's managed to get back on. Oh, he's went for it into that second chicane.
They scrape a bit as well.
Right. Yeah, a bit of contact there. Robin's racing, boy. Robin's racing. No, that was a brave move, and yeah.
But it's not over yet.
No, and here comes the leaders of the LMP3s as well.
Yep. Meanwhile, the
There's-
leaders of MP3 did get distance between each other,
Yeah, so
but the GT4s got close to each other.
yeah, it's working complete opposite. Oh, we got held up a bit
Oh.
through T1 there, so
This is gonna
it was a
help.
wee bit more time. So that's the gap now up to like 2.5 seconds.
This is certainly gonna help Brandon. He's gonna be really happy that he sees that Tom Detz was struggling with traffic. Nice 3
Yeah.
seconds behind.
Yeah, so mate, like you wouldn't believe how much time traffic can cost you. But it's few groups appearing.
Ooh,
Like
look at this.
P5. Oh, a nice switch back there. Is he got?
Nice. On the inside. Yeah, he did it. He did it. And push, the
Nice.
push behind him of Ferry is probably not even gonna try come out after him.
That-
But
Nice to see that he left a wee bit of room on the outside as well, just in case the push had to run there. So
yeah,
good clean move. As I was saying, there's a few in each class. There's a few groups appearing. So you've got the battle for GT4 lead, and then you've got that battle as well. But if you look at LMP3, Mark and P4, P5, P6 are quite close together as well. So
you know,
and P7 not far behind as well. So the racing's not finished yet.
and you noticed that Warmy, after even that spin, he still managed to stay in P3.
Yes. Yeah, I think because he pitted a wee bit earlier, he came through the traffic a wee bit better as well. Because I think when he pitted,
Oh, that's Warmy.
there he goes again.
Speaking of the devil, he just missed out.
Cars. Yeah, that was. I think he was looking to try and get past the two of them at the same time. There, that just was not going to work.
That's the real commentator's curse. We weren't even looking at him, and he just suddenly appeared.
Yeah, but looking at the fight for the GT4s, and then suddenly there's a black and white LMP3 coming up the inside. Excuse me. But no, he kept out of the wall this time as well. But like I said, I think when he picked up that damage, he pitted. So when he came out, the GT4 started pitting as well. So he never had as much traffic. So I think that's what kind of helped him gain the time back.
To Brian Lawrence and himself, I think.
I think he's just going to have a wee moment. No?
Oh yeah.
there we go.
Oh, did he get crushed? Oh, that was really good from Philip Raish to not hit him.
Yeah, that was one of them. It was, what way you going? Are you rolling back? You go forward? You just make a call, and he done the right thing. So they're still nice and clean, and this battle still raging on. To be fair,
Harry, you know, it still didn't give up from that P6 position. He's gonna try get that after Martin or Danny Ronkin.
yeah, he's
Also, amazing helmet, if you notice.
I've not actually seen it. To be fair, to be honest,
Well,
with you,
try
I've
to
not
see it
actually
now.
looked. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, that's class. Can't miss that, that's for sure. Even though I did. But yeah, no. Brandon's managed to get that lead to Tom up to 3.7 seconds now. So I think Brandon's just at the front controlling it now. And Tom's got quite a buffer to Mark Hutchison behind him as well. So he's like 16.1 seconds behind. So. Where else?
The LMP3 gonna try here. Being really impatient, that LMP3.
Yeah, he could have waited. But Kevin Stan, he's all the way back up to P7 now, so that's a good recovery drive. He's only, what, 2 seconds behind P6 as well, so we'll keep an eye on that, because it looks like he's closing in a wee bit. Maybe a couple of times here and there. He's literally just there, so it's not.
He is fasting, going faster than Richardson, so maybe we still overtaken 3 to 4 laps. It's still enough because we have, well, now 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's.
Oh no!
he's
What
taking
happened?
control.
Tom Dadswell,
Uh-oh.
he was trying to get the
But
lead of
he's
Ben
that's
Hunt.
it's got to be that chicane again. I think he's maybe got to just catch the first curb raw.
Oh
Oh no, it's the
yeah,
second curb.
it's the
Second
other way
curb.
around
But
now.
yeah, he done well to keep that from going anywhere else. Good thing about the cars is there's no ABS on them, so you can just lock it down. It should slow it down a wee bit, but it's not good for your tyres. So
This track
I
is
think
really catching a lot, especially the LMP3s on those curves. Those curves are deadly for sure.
yeah, like I was saying, the chassis on the LMP3 is a wee bit stiffer, and it doesn't. Obviously, it's a lot lower on a GT4 as well, so it's not built to hit curbs like that. So yeah, it's one of them. See, does yeah, he stays well for curb that time. So no, he's so aye, Brandon's checked out. He's just got to be sitting there. He's counting the laps off, probably looking at the timer as well, trying to figure out have we got to get an extra lap or not and go for there. But he's I know you couldn't rule this boy out, even though he qualified P3 and he dropped back a wee bit at the start and stuff like that. He's just managed it. Like I said, he was the one to watch for doing that, because he's good at doing it, and he's done it again. So it's all about just staying clean to the end now.
These two are still a second between each other. Oh, and we even see Sven Mel and Valtteri being under a second now. What happened? Seems like Sven is going slower and slower. Maybe
Yeah,
he had a bit of a slowdown, but it doesn't show.
No, I don't know. Maybe just a wee mistake somewhere at turn one. Maybe he ran a wee bit wide or something.
One week also now the fastest lap on the LMP3 is going after Mark Hutchinson. He's catching too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's only 1.6 seconds behind after that mistake as well. So, and to be fair, when he rejoined, he was only like 3 seconds behind him. So he done a good job at recovering it. So Costa's looking for his podium back. That's for sure.
Then you need to be careful when he sees the traffic behind, because he should stay on a predictable line, the same one. Otherwise, the LMP3s can, well,
yeah,
you know what I mean. As you see someone crashed again.
Yeah, I don't know who it is this time. Who is it? Oh, it's got to be. Oh, that happened just behind Brandon as well. So
Yeah,
has it got to be at the hairpin? Yeah.
Is it a two brake? It is, yeah. If you brake too hard, that usually happens.
Yeah, just locked the rears there, unfortunately. But all good. Nice safe rejoin. Yeah, he's done the right thing there. He could have just planted the throttle and just rejoined right in front of that GT4, but decided to wait. So, but yeah, looks like he's on a mission here. He's determined to get that podium back. That's for sure. What's happened to Alex? He just run wide at T1. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you gotta avoid doing. At least with this car, the GT4, at least you can still keep it on the road. It's even more dangerous with the LMP3 since it is, as you said, really stiff suspension.
Yeah, it's one of them. But that corner's like that, because when we done the onboard, you go in it, it looks like it's open, but it's actually quite tight. So it can catch you out if you're having a conversation with somebody and you've dropped out of that zone. You'll probably just brake a wee bit too late and just carry, like we've seen, just a wee bit too much speed into it, and it's just pushed him wide. But he's still going, so that's the main thing. This battle looks like it's going to heat up right towards the end.
It's not over. The 7-stop lead on GT4 is not over.
Not a chance. Still 3 minutes left as well, so you can see him. He's now trying to put his car in he's trying to put the car in the mirrors, Stefan. So he's floating about there. I think he's got to try and keep his powder dry a wee bit longer. But they'll also need to watch it. Brandon doesn't come through towards it like the last minute or so, because no, it's not. It's all good. It's all good. Has he kept that? Yes. That's what you call being patient. But they need to also watch out for Brandon coming through, because if Brandon started the last lap, these guys, if Brandon goes past, they'll be on the last lap as well. So I think he's trying to line up a pass. So if that does happen, he will then win the race on the. Is he going for it?
Oops.
No. What's going on? Oh, there was something going on in the background there with that push in the Aston there. It looked like the Aston Martin was pushing the push right to the white line towards pit wall.
Yeah, but nothing
is that
happened.
Bandit?
Still, Sven keeps the lead here.
Oh, there's Brandon. There's Brandon. Oh, that was naughty. That was a last-minute move. But there's Brandon in the background there as well. So
Is he going through the middle?
might
No.
now take a wee bit of grass and go past him. That's it. Oh.
They keep
Right,
each
now
other.
they-
Look at the space. They still give it to each other, but this
Yeah,
is
that's,
Valtteri on the last lap.
White flag
Currently,
as well. Last lap as well. Believe.
Yeah,
Is that
it
the white
is.
flag? Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is the perfect timing for Brand. Oh,
that was a nudge there.
Yeah.
But still, Sven keeps the lead here. Oh, now
Yeah,
it's
that was,
going to be a very aggressive from Valtteri to try and get the lead on the last lap, isn't it? We have to see
Yes,
this. We have to
yeah.
take a really close look
keep
here.
an eye on that. Yeah. I think what happened at turn one there is he was a bit tight on the way in. So what he done is he slowed it down on the apex. So Valtteri couldn't get the cutback. So yeah, parked up on the apex, and it's
Watch out for those off drives. You really don't want to slow down this
Yeah.
time.
you got to slow down. That's it, done. Unfortunately. Is that a lap GT4 up the road? Yeah. I don't think he's got to be close enough to make that cheeky wee move like he did on the last lap. And there's Tom coming to lap him as well. But we go back to Brandon. Looks like it. Yeah. Has he got? Nah, no more traffic in front of him, so he's Brandon come across the line to take the overall win in LMP3. So that was a good display for Brandon there. So we'll just have to see what's happened with GT4. They're close. Or they were close. No. Oh, something happened in the.
Did Valtteri go to the pits?
Yeah.
Oh, can it
Oh.
be? Did he
Please
reach
don't tell
the
me.
incident limit right the last lap?
I think so. Oh no.
We need to check this afterwards, even on the interview, because now we really need to know. Also, unfortunately for
Yeah.
Juan Mikosa, he couldn't catch for P3. He actually lost time there.
Yeah, I think he's he's done a good job though, considering he was in the wall quite early on, and then had that off track excursion try to get through the GT4 traffic as well. So incident involving 609 and
Also, the battle between Daniel Ronke and Harry Unit ended up having Harry going through the pit, so it gives a huge advantage for Daniel here, and he finishes in
Yeah.
P6.
yeah, that's that was a good wee battle up to what happened. I don't know what happened, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, good race.
But that was a wee bit. Again, that was a wee bit. It was a shame to see what happened with Tom. Obviously, getting that spin through that first chicane, because I think the battle for the LMP3 one would have been a lot closer. And the battle in GT4 as well, that was pretty good up till the last lap. It'll be interesting to see what happened to Valtteri on the last lap, to be honest with you. For him to enter the pit lane on the last lap, it has to be incident limit. So unfortunately, that I think, has he still managed to get a podium out of that? Yes, he has. So he still managed to get P3, but I'm sure he would have liked to take the race right to the end, as it looks like Brandon's going to be doing his donuts on the start-finish line.
As you take a look now here on the LMP3 results, these are the qualifying, sorry. There we go. So Brandon Hawkins wins his first race on the Sports Car Series. Tom Dazzle gets a P2. Mark Hutchinson gets a P3. Juan Costa gets a P4. Brian Lyons in P5. Alex Richardson in P6. Kevin Sam in P7, Stefan Rossman in P8, Yanni Kaglanen in P9, Kevin Galvin in P10, P11 for Emerson Golding, P12 for Piers Berry, P13 for Jamie Ostring, and P14 for Andy Tetman. Those bottom three, I think they ended the race a bit too soon, didn't it?
Yeah. So
And once again, I cannot set for some reason the other class, so I have to write it for here.
you're having no luck with that tonight, are you?
Okay, so Yoni Neme gets the first, I think it was the first race win on the GT4 class. Philip Ways in P2. Wait, we didn't even see something happen to Sven, didn't it? Because, yeah, he didn't win it.
I'll have give me 2 seconds and I will get back to you on that one. I will get back to you on that one. Yeah, so he's actually dropped to P4. So
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe that might have been incident limit as well.
So yeah, Philip Ways
So-
in P2, Alex May in P3, Sven Demel in P4, Valtteri Kallio in P5, Darren in P6, Joti Rist Mikey in P7, Ari Yuli in P8, Pierre Rives in P9, Ryan Pandicio in P10, and Matteo Ray in P11. So let's get Braden, our race winner for, well, his first race win here on the Sports Car Series. Hello, Braden. So, I said before to you, when were you going to win your race? Because you were improving so much, you already got a podium previous race. And there you go. Next race, you gotta win.
Man, yeah, that's really cool. Man, yeah, everything just kind of fell into place there today. I felt really fast, and I went a little bit too far to the inside on that first chicane on lap 1, and then it bounced over to the right side to give myself a slowdown pin. I was like, oh man, it's like it's got to be a real uphill battle from here, and man, yeah, I just caught lap traffic in the right place, I think, and yeah, I was able to get that time back, and yeah, once I decided to stay out a little bit longer. There was a couple cars ahead of me. I almost messed up the lead, or the battle for the lead with the GT4s there, but thankfully nothing bad happened. And man, I should have come in a lap early, but or a lap earlier, but yeah, I was able to come out just ahead of Tom, and man, that was tough holding them off there, and man, yeah, that was just a really intense race. We were going 100% the entire time, so that was that was a lot of fun, and man, great job from everybody, and man, yeah, great to get a win here. It's yeah, really cool.
Did you find this track challenging? Because we saw a lot of people just using the curbs a bit too much and ended up spinning, Tom Desville included.
Yeah, you had to like be like super precise over the curbs. It was especially towards the end of the race. I was kind of my car started doing some funky things there towards the end, and yeah, especially that big chicane. You had to really hit the same kind of spot every single time, and yeah, it was really tough because yeah, if it bounced the wrong way, you'd just spin right out. So yeah, I got lucky there. I was able to keep clean through there, and then yeah, the rest of it, yeah, I was just trying to keep it as clean as possible, and yeah, happened to cross the line first. So yeah, pretty neat. So man, yeah, great job from Tom and everybody there in that top 5 there. That was a lot of fun, and man, yeah, looking forward to Daytona. It's a whole different ball game there.
That's true. When we see usually IMSA goes a lot of times there with the LMP3s too. It's gonna be the first American track that we've been through, so it is the LMP3 territory, so to say. So yeah, good luck, and we'll see you on the next round next week on Daytona.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, looking forward to it. Great job from everybody, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you. Doesn't appear that anyone here is coming for interview, so I guess we can just end it here. So, Neil, any more comments you want to give us?
Just fair play to the boys. Obviously, it's not the easiest track. They done well. Kept it clean through traffic as well. I didn't think it would be long before Brandon was winning in an LMP3. So a big well done to him. Unfortunately, I was going to ask him what he thought of jumping from LMP3 to TCR, but I'll get that maybe next week.
Actually, he already responded before, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah,
but
you
no,
were here.
he's so that was good to watch. Unfortunately, some of the like I said, that first chicane was always got to be the issue, and unfortunately caught Tom out towards the end there, so that kind of ruled him out for the race win. But it was nice to see him bring it back to P2, and again more championship points. So yeah, and unfortunately we never got to see what happened in that last lap with the GT4s there for the
did.
lead. So
I was gonna just add it, yeah, so they both got to the incident limit. The last contact that Sven did with Valtteri, that gave both of them 4 exits, so Valtteri had to pit and Sven got the time penalty, unfortunately for him.
God, that'll be the turn one incident that we seen where he kind of just slowed it right up on the apex. Unfortunately for them, that happened. But other than that, I think that was a good race up to that point. They were always close. Yeah, a wee bit of a gap opened up when the LMP3s were coming through, but they closed that back up again, and yeah, that was a nice fight to watch. Nice and clean as well. Nice and respectful of that last chicane. Side by side through there, which isn't easy. So, fair play to them. Also, big shout out to Anti-Stall Racing for organising so many leagues in a week. Not easy. Fair play to you for doing the broadcasts if you're not racing yourself. It's always nice to jump in and help out you guys when needed.
Yeah, I also want to say big thanks for helping us out here with the comment. You're brilliant, and we always appreciate your help here.
That's not a problem.
Really, thank you. So yeah, we have to end it here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next week at Daytona. Goodbye.